What is happening, traders? Today I have Zilliqa for you. So let's just talk about some updates on as to what Zilliqa is doing after the massive beast mode breakout that I was talking about a couple of weeks ago. In fact, it's been a long time since I had an update on Zilliqa. So here's the thing. This is what we were talking about in my previous video. This is the diamond trending support resistance that we diamond trending resistance turned into support that we were talking about on this particular candle right here. And ever since we got this follow through move, yep, you've certainly had a good upside move, but then yet again you've come down to retest the 21 simple. Guys, this is simply trending motion. This is trend under motion. This is still going on right now as the 21 simple moving average is being held up on the 3-day time frame and the daily time frame as well as of now, guys. Now yesterday's candle closure was above the 21 simple 21 simple moving average, which means that yes, you could be consolidating to going a little sideways to upside as well. I mean, on Zilliqa on the extreme small time frames, but as of this structure goes right now, I mean, this is completely fine, guys. Zilliqa is looking completely, to be honest with you, completely fine on any time frame. Just I'll just simply talk about the 3-day time frame first, as this is also one of the key inflection points for Zilliqa against USDT, as we had a retest of this entire, guys, this was a crazy dump with the entire market. I mean, we came down all the way around 50%, but this was simply picked up from these levels. So that does not mean the structure has been broken yet. That does not mean that Zilliqa has stopped trending. That simply means that it was a retest. And guys, overreaction. I simply talk about the overreactions in the market every single time. And if you see this candle right here, any price action movement below the 21 simple on the 3-day time frame was actually a good risk taking point, a good risk taking entry point, as we are up significantly from this low which was formulated below the 21 simple on 3-day time frame. Guys, if you feel confused about where to take entries and exit and what to do, guys, simply zoom the fuck out, go to 3-day time frames, go to weekly time frames. You'll simply see what kind of supports you're talking about, what supports you're looking at for the small time frames as well, guys. You can define most of the trends from that higher time frame analysis. So I think the daily completely looking fine right here. Let's jump on the 12-hour time frame and see what this is doing. This is looking fine as well, guys. To be honest with you, Zilliqa is completely fine. I don't think there's much to be scared of. If you're scared of holding this one right here, this is kind of grinding against this diagonal trending support. So as far as this is going on, it's completely fine. And let's see if this is coming from a little... Yes, guys, this is coming from way down there at 4th of November, and you simply had a retest of this one. So guys, any contact with this diagonal trending support line is an opportunity, guys, and we did have a lot of opportunities in the in the past few weeks to days. So did you buy it over there, or did you not do anything about it, or just simply holding Zilliqa? If you're simply holding Zilliqa ever since this breakout, you're completely fine. Although your invalidation point would have been this, and you got really close to the invalidation, guys. I mean, I was talking about this area to be your invalidation zone if you want to continue our further momentum to the upside, but we did come really close to it, guys. This was around 10% overreaction in the market to the downside, and well, overreaction to the upside as well. It could be following up, guys. But if Bitcoin kind of fails the 55,000 support retest, then we could be having a prolonged form of consolidation on Zilliqa as well, which could be something like this, guys. Which could be something like this, and we could simply kind of hover here for a bit. Apex coming in at 23rd of March, the 3rd week of March, and the ultimate breakout target would be some Fibonacci zones of interest as well, which I was talking about on the previous videos. And this grinds, this squeeze breakout is going to be leading Zilliqa towards 21 cents. Let's check out what the Fibonacci, what the magical Fibonacci numbers are telling us. So you simply want to take this consolidation right here between this high and this low right here, and we did as the 618. The trade which I constantly talk about, the 2.618, also depends on the market dynamics, as Bitcoin was really falling short of upthrust momentum, and Ethereum also was going down. So guys, this was a pretty disastrous move, to be honest. I mean, you simply rejected 618 and you went all the way to 618, guys. This is madness. This is insane. Overreaction caused these things in the market. That's why if you nail some long positions in any structural breakout formation, you simply set your stop losses to below some invalidation zones, which could be really far off from the current price action. At that time it was over there, guys, but you see we have recovered quite a bit. We are there, we're almost there from the rejection zone, but yep, 54%. And had you longed this one, this would have been 100% move, guys. You can argue that you would have taken profit at 618, but I think that the long-term picture for Zilliqa is perfectly fine, guys. This is a very constructive chart over the long term, and as you can see, the squeeze right here, which could be resolving around 23rd of March, would have an upside move of 21 cents, which is aligning perfectly with the 314 414. If you take this level down, you can simply talk about 4.236, and the ultimate target being these points right here, which is going to be 42 to 57 cents. In the long run, guys, in the long run, which is going to take a lot of time, I guess. Could take months, could take years, and really it depends on how Bitcoin as well. Bitcoin does in the market as well. So if Bitcoin is rejecting the 60k zones in the medium term, you could be simply talking about Zilliqa going sideways for a very, very long time in this particular chop right here. But as far as you're holding the weekly 21 simple moving average as well, and as the trend, as the slope of this 21 simple is to the upside, Zilliqa is completely fine, guys. If you're holding it, don't freak out, don't shake out, because this is a well maintained structure, I guess, in the price action, guys. Let's jump into Zilliqa against BTC and let's see what this one is doing. I think this one way fucking choppy, guys. This is extremely damn choppy. But no matter how far you're drifting away from the 21 simple, you're coming back down and test it again. You're getting bought back on, guys. This is good piece of price action. I think I can simply argue about the fact that this is the area of liquidity entering the space, liquidity entering the Zilliqa markets from BTC markets, and this is what it looks like, guys. This is how many times have you rejected this one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, fifth time. The last weekly was, and this is happening on a weekly schedule. So you are rejecting any price movements to the downside below 170 satoshis for over 2 months, guys. This means that this is in a long accumulation zone. This is a massive accumulation range, and if Bitcoin dominance slips below 60%, this is certainly going to pick up to the upside. This is going to be one of the major players against the BTC price action, to be honest with you. And I think this is the one. This is one of the key liquidity exit zones, as we did capitulate below this line right here. Happened around third week of April 2019, but it did capitulate below it, and it did kind of had a retest, but there was no strength for Zilliqa against BTC to actually grind upwards, but eventually getting rejected. This is what it was on the weekly schedule. But guys, for the past 2 months, ever since you've broken this structure to the upside, you're rejecting anything below 170 satoshis, which is a good sign long term, which is really healthy long term. If you are a long term investor in Zilliqa, I think this is going to be a better value investment than Bitcoin itself, guys. This is just my opinion. This is not a financial advice, but as far as you're maintaining this level right here, it's completely fine. Zilliqa looking really good on these levels on the weekly time frame. However, from the current structure, this is 30%. This is your risk management on the macro is 30% to the downside. So be really careful if you really want to be trading this, and if you really want to be long in this, guys. I think this is yet another hodl. This is not supposed to be traded on a daily basis. I think Zilliqa, if you are you're in for the long run for Zilliqa, is certainly going to pay you off in the coming years and the months. But if you do take down this level right here for the BTC pair around 170 satoshis, then you're coming back down to 118 satoshis, and probably I think if you fail the support right here, you'll come back down all the way at these lows, which were the all-time lows for Zilliqa against Bitcoin. But if you're maintaining this level right here, you're good. You're completely fine on Zilliqa. Nothing to freak out about. Zilliqa against Ethereum. Let's see if you have something interesting over there as well. Similar piece of price action, not much difference against the BTC pair as compared to the BTC pair as well. For the BTC pair being 170 satoshis, for the Zilliqa Ethereum pair being this level right here, which is at 0.4 times 0.4811 Guai. I don't know what to call this one. Guai, I guess. Gas, whatever. The Satoshi term for Ethereum. Anyway, so this is going to be a risk management area, and as far as you're maintaining this level right here, Zilliqa is going to outperform Ethereum as well in the coming months and the years to follow up. And look at this piece of price action right here. Are you in a macro cup and handle kind of thing? I mean, you could argue, but you don't. This is quite ugly. I don't think this is a cup and handle in the long run as well. I mean, you can simply start arguing about the fact that this could have been a potential breakout right here, but had you broken out above this point, then your cup and handle situation would have been validated completely. It would have been completely fine, interpreted as a cup and handle. But this is not. This is really ugly, guys. If you're looking at it like a cup and handle, but ever since this bullish engulf candle, you can certainly argue about the fact that the weekly could start picking up momentum from the 21 simple moving average on Zilliqa against Ethereum, as the Ethereum dominance shifts to the downside, as it shifts its gears to the downside, with BTC dominance also slipping down, the Ethereum dominance also going down. Most of the money is going to flow into mid caps and low caps. Zilliqa is one of the mid caps and one of the known crypto in the space as well, and this candle signifies strength right here. But well, you could argue that this one right here was quite telling of the fact that it's a pretty choppy situation situation on Zilliqa. But as a whole, you look at these lows right here. I mean, this was a macro low right here, but this was a massive, massive low right here, and you're formulating a step. So guys, step by step, month by month, right? Month by month. So Zilliqa is stepping up month by month. If you just simply leave the small time frames and just simply focus on the weekly schedule, I think Zilliqa is actually setting up higher lows against Ethereum as well. So could pick up in the future, could do some wonders in the future, this guy right here, Zilliqa. And guys, if you're really worried about the immediate term, if you're really worried about is Ethereum a better investment than Zilliqa, or is Zilliqa a better investment than Ethereum, then watch for this support to hold. Actually, the 3-day time frame, 21 simple, is your simple key risk management area. If you start closing 3-day candles below this point right here, which is going to be at 0.4 times 0.65 or 66, then you can talk about testing the range lows again, which is going to be at 0.05, and then you can think of maybe accumulating Zilliqa for the long run again if you're holding this low right here. But I think as far as you're maintaining the 21 simple on 3-day time frame, you're fine on Zilliqa against Ethereum as well. So guys, let's try to conclude. What have we found? Fucking dyslexic. Yeah, I am dyslexic, man. All right, so let's simply conclude with the fact that the 21 simple on 3-day time frame is certainly bullish, and everything coming in at 21 simple moving is simply getting picked up in a macro bull, guys. This is the macro bull. This is a beautiful looking chart, guys. If I simply turn off the logarithmic values, this is what Zilliqa has done, guys. Look at this fucking beauty right here. I mean, you accumulated for the entire 2019, and as soon as 2021 was stepping in, you did a 10x. You pulled off a 10x, or probably more than that. Is it? Yeah, near about 10x, 800% of the upside. But logarithmic charts also suggesting the fact that this could be an interim top right here, and Zilliqa could simply get into a long form of accumulation for something like this, to be honest with you, and it kind of accumulates here for the long run. But if you do break this structure down below, basically if you lose the 21 simple on 3-day time frame, then you start worrying about Zilliqa against USDT. I think until then you're completely fine holding it. Yeah, you're completely fine holding it. But the weekly candle right here suggesting that market is yet to decide immediate continuation move to the upside. It's quite decided that market will not immediately continue to the upside, judging by this bearish engulf candle right here. But if we do close the weekly candle above here, then you can talk about immediate continuation move to the moon. Ultimate targets being around, I talked about them on the logarithmic values, and there are going to be Fibonacci areas of interest. The ultimate target being for this bull run, for this cycle top, is going to be 50 cents. Zilliqa can certainly outperform that. Zilliqa could certainly simply keep on moving to the upside. But your 10.618 extension for this consolidation right here could lead Zilliqa to 50 cents right here. All right, if you break this consolidation, then you are going to be worried about the macro trend as well on Zilliqa. But until you're holding most of the 21 simple moving averages on 3-day, on weekly, let's check out the 2-day as well. It's completely fine, guys. Look at this beautiful piece of price action right here, just sticking its ass to the 21 simple moving average like there's no tomorrow. Just getting bought back up every single time, wicking below, but getting bought back up every single time. This means that Zilliqa is getting picked up on the 2-day time frame as well. Guys, I think 2-day time frame is going to be more significant than the 3-day time frame. This is pretty obvious. 3-day is kind of drifting like 5 to 7% from the price, like 10% from the price action, but the 2-day simple is sticking to it, guys. So this is going to be your early indicator, I would say. If you lose the 21 simple on 2-day time frame as well, then you're going to be losing out on on the immediate momentum, and then you could talk about some further downside targets. But yeah, watch this time frame, guys. Watch this time frame. If you are really getting screwed up in the small time frames, just simply zoom the fuck out, go into larger time frames, and that's pretty much going to clear our picture out. And guys, like I said before, Zilliqa is one of the hurdles. Zilliqa for the long run certainly going to pay you off in a very, very nice fashion, but you got to hold this, right? You got to hold this on 3-day and 2-day as well, on the USD pair. That's what most of you guys are concerned about. Let me know down in the comments if you are concerned more about the BTC pair on Zilliqa, or the USD pair on Zilliqa, or even the Ethereum pair on Zilliqa. As Zilliqa also tells you that how the dominance from Ethereum is also being taken away from most of the times when most of these assets that do break past their previous all-time highs, the dominance just starts distributing like mad into other mid caps, as the market seems to get more confident for the long in the macro picture. This is what is happening. This is what we are looking at right now in the markets, and this is what I've been updating you guys with most of the times, as most of the hedges against Ethereum are working completely fine, guys. Graph token doing good in the previous 12-hour time frame as well. Anyway, I think that's been it about Zilliqa. Hit that like, go for that subscribe, share this video as much as you can, and I'm going to be bringing about some further updates for the day pretty soon. Bye for now.